I'm just gonna stand and chill here for a bit and kind of go over exactly what the new Heimer rework is about. So, as you guys know, right now I'm on PBE, and Riot did a little switcheroo on Heimer. They just completely changed up his kit, and I'm gonna go through each ability really quick and just show you guys and demonstrate what it does. So first off, they changed the turrets. Now it actually, you can hold 3 turrets, and back then you used to be able to drop a turret and it levels up different skills as you level up your turrets. Now it doesn't do that anymore. As you level up your turrets, you can place more, and there's more stats to it. So I think at max level you can drop 3. Okay, that's the turret. As I disengage all 3 of these turrets, there's that yellow thing going in a clockwise motion. When it finishes full motion, it disengages the turret. And when the turrets disengage, you have a very little bit of range of vision. It's like Caitlyn trap, but the vision that you would get on the turrets right now would be full vision, versus once it's deactivated is very limited.
I could help you do that better.
The next ability is his W. It's called Hextech Micro Rockets. They also changed this. Before, it used to hit 3 of the closest targets. So you're running around, you're trying to kill creeps, and you're trying to make sure that the champion that you're trying to hit is within 3 minions or champions close to you, so you can hit it. Now it just sends out 5 rockets in just arrays like this. If you send it close to yourself, it spreads out, right? It spreads out into different directions. What it does is, wherever you aim it is gonna converge there, and it shoots out in a vector away. So, like right here, there's just 5 vectors. Wherever your cursor is gonna converge at that point, and is gonna fan back out. The difference between what it is now and what it is then, like I said, is the other one, it shoots out 3 rockets. When you use your ultimate, it shoots out 5, and it hits 5 closest minions when you activate ultimate, and now it just always shoots out 5. The thing that's not as cool is it does a little bit less damage, and it has collision. That means that when you send it at a minion, if it hits something, it's gonna collide into that minion and it won't go past it. So there's different mentality when it comes to using it. Third is the Electron Storm Grenade. They changed not only the graphics, I think the graphics a little bit. I think they slowed it down and they just meshed it up a little bit. I'm not exactly sure what they did, but it looks different. What it does now is, instead of blinding, it does a movement speed slow. So the biggest change here is actually the ultimate. The ultimate is actually, you activate the ultimate and then it lights up each of your ability. Like right now, if I activate my ultimate, it lights up 3 abilities. If I use my turret now, it drops down a huge, big red turret. And what the big red turret is it's just a really strong turret. It's a mega turret essentially, and it does a lot of damage. So I'm back here again. The next thing is, when I activate this again, these all lights up. What the rocket does now is, I'm just gonna read it to you, okay? Instead of firing 5 rockets, it's gonna send 4 waves of those 5 rockets. If you think you can land all of it on a single champion, it's a pretty big burst damage. It's gonna do about 1,000, maybe 1,000, like 300 when it's at rank 3. So this is more of a, the rockets is more of an ability that you use when it's like a one-on-one situation. You want to blow somebody up really quickly.
I could help you do that better.
So lastly, her or his, it, I'm not sure the gender, but Heimer's ultimate concussion bomb combo is, now instead of throwing 1 grenade, well, it's still throwing 1 grenade, it's gonna bounce 3 times instead of just landing where it is. So The cool thing about it is each time it bounces, it either stuns the enemy or slows them if they're in range. The range is a lot bigger than before you activate it. So in a team fight, if you want to slow a lot of people and potentially stun them, it's pretty good. He's definitely really different though. What you learned from the previous Heimer doesn't work anymore. Because the previous Heimer is all about maintaining distance and staying at max range and landing your missiles and positioning yourself where you can hit those missiles and stay out of harm's way. And a really crucial part of the old Heimer kit is you gotta land that grenade on key targets to blind them or stun them so you can eliminate their damage in a team fight. And Heimer's got one of the longest stun slash blind in the game, I think. It's like a Teemo blind kinda. It's just really hard to land. With the slow speed of the concussion bomb, the chance of it hitting is really low, so that's why most people don't play Heimer. It's really easy to dodge and it's really hard to land. And the turret's really unreliable in the old kit. That's still a problem now. The turret is still very unreliable. Difference is now he gets an extra turret. You can kind of set up base a little bit better. If you max turret, you can build a fort kind of surround yourself, and when people come gank you, it's going to be a little bit harder because they're going to hurt. So I'm guessing with the changes to Heimer, adding the extra turret, maybe having or maxing turret wouldn't be a bad idea. But he still gets immensely outrange. He has no real trade back or poke. Grenade is still really hard to land. Missiles even harder to land. Only thing difference is I think when the developer tried to change Heimer, they tried to focus more on his mid and late game. But the thing with Heimer is he's never really that strong early game. He sure is annoying, but if you play against him correctly, it's actually very hard for Heimer to do really anything to you. Because you look at the other mid laner, they can kill you and they can roam. Heimer can only poke you. And really the only time Heimer can kill you is when you let Heimer kill you. It's not the other way around. Heimer is really hard for Heimer to make big plays and get kills. It's easy for him to chip people down, and when people gank him, he can kite them. But other than that, in lane, if a Heimer can kill you one-on-one, you must be doing something really wrong. And that takes away, well, yeah. That's how I feel about him right now. It's just he's very different. I feel like Heimer still can't roam well. He's slow. He's got slow base move speed. He doesn't have any jump or escape. His missile is less reliable damage. I feel like the developer tried to add more control by making it not hit the 3 closest target. Because back then, 3 closest target, that means if in a team fight there's like a Tibbers or some random junk that's on the map, like ghouls or something from Yorick, it'd block all the damage. But I actually prefer that over the new missiles because the new missile is so crappy in the laning phase. I don't like it.
The cosine of your root divided by... very interesting.
What are you doing, man?
The cosine of your root.
It doesn't blind anymore. I would have lived if it blinded. I was baiting him. That's why I stood still. I'm like, I got this. And I tried to blind him.
Very interesting. I could help you do that better. Yes, hurry. I have important work to get back to. I concur.
Doesn't do that much.
Very interesting.
An enemy has been slain.
Order, entropy, a never-ending cycle.
Enemy has been slain.
Very interesting. I could help you do that better.
Interesting.
Interesting.
Oh god, that rocket turret. That mega turret, dude.